Miss T.
Miss T.
Miss Tia.
Miss T.
Miss T.
Miss T.
Miss T.
Miss T.
Can't wait for you to meet Miss T. She is the T in tea.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Sweet Tea Time. And okay, so a little bit ago, I did an episode that was like the top 10 things that people don't tell you when you start your business. And guess what? We got some responses. People were excited about it. So I did some more. So I want to give you another 10 things that people don't tell you when you start your business. Now, why am I doing this? I'm not doing this because I want you to be frustrated or afraid because you're going to start your company and all these things are going to happen. No, I'm telling you so you have some awareness so that as you're getting into this and these sorts of things start to present themselves, you're not caught off guard by it. Like you can prepare for it, or you can at least know what it is so you know what to do with it when it presents itself. All right, so you ready to get into the next 10 things that people don't tell you when you start your business? Number 11, you must realize that others cannot see what you can see. So if you're starting your own company, it's because you have a vision of what this company is going to do. Somehow, some way, you've been gifted with some added insight in how you can solve a problem, you can create a product, you can invent something, you can provide a service that's not currently being provided. Just because you can see it, and just because you can see the value of it, it doesn't mean everybody else does. In fact, it's rare that you find multiple human beings that can see the value or the vision of the thing. So one of the most frustrating things that I experienced, especially in the beginnings of what I built, is I couldn't get people to see what I was saying. And I was so far ahead of the curve in my industry that the people couldn't catch up. Really, truly, they couldn't catch up until another 20 years. Today, so then I was called, oh my gosh, she's crazy. How's she going to do all of this? What is this? What is she talking about? That's not how we do it. That's not how the industry does it. She's completely bucking all the traditional, steps and paths, which is true. I did. But now, today, like crazy yesterday, today, you know what they call me today? Oh my gosh, she was a genius. That's what they say today. But that's 25 years later. I don't say anything different. I don't see anything different. I saw it then. I see it now. So number 11, everybody may not see what you can see, but that's because the vision is for you. That's what makes you the visionary. So keep a firm grip on your vision and keep taking steps to move into it, evolve it, and eventually the world will catch up to you and appreciate the gift of what you're bringing to the table. Okay, here's number 12. Don't get mad at me, okay? Number 12 is you might run out of money. Nobody ever told me that in starting my own company, I might run out of money. Like the customers may not be coming out of the woodworks and buying my stuff like all in day one. So I have millions of dollars to work with. No, that didn't happen. I ran out of money so many times. It's not even funny. I had to max out credit cards multiple times. And I was always the last person to get paid if I got paid. In fact, I hang on to them because I never want to forget my very humble beginnings that can easily present themselves if I don't keep doing what I'm doing. I have a stack of paychecks, literally, this is not a joke, literally this tall, that I've never been able to cash. Because why? We ran out of money. And so, yes, there's strategic planning that you can do, but you never know, how the world or how consumers are going to respond to your product until you put it out there. And, sadly, when I first started all of this, the world experienced a tank in the economy. I didn't see that coming. So I put everything I had into starting the company. And then the bottom fell out of the world. And then the money wasn't flowing the way it, was when I first started everything. And so it created a situation where just the revenue just wasn't there. But in order for me to keep things alive and going, and again, I don't suggest this, but I don't practice quit very well. So I was using my credit cards. I was, doing side hustles here, there, everywhere, just to keep breathing financial life into the organization so it wouldn't die. So again, number 12 is you might run out of money. Don't panic. Just have a plan. All right, number 13. And I'm giving you number 13 because number 13 is the greatest lesson in business I have ever learned. So number 13 is you will fail. Ooh, I'll let you sit with that for a second. You will fail, but you want to. I failed and failed and failed and failed and failed and failed, an epic fail. But you know what that did for me? It helped me to do a couple things. Number one, I'm not scared to take a risk because I might fail. Most people will not even take a chance because they're so afraid to fail. I'm not scared of that, which is why I am qualified to take quantum leaps in business and do huge things, because failure is not my master. Failure is my teacher. And if you let failure be your teacher, okay, that didn't work. What will? I'm going to try again. And if I might fail, I might not, but I'm going to try again, because failure is not my master. It's not saying, yes, you can do this. No, you can't do that. It's saying not this way, or not up, down, or not right, left, or not left, right. So let failure be your teacher and get in there and keep trying. Get in there and keep trying. One thing I don't practice is quit. I don't even know if I don't think that's one of my points, but you get in business, to quit can't be the option. Burn the ship. You can't go back, only forward. But if you practice failure and let it be okay that this is a part of your process, I promise you some of the biggest rewards for me came as a result of me failing epically, like epic fail. Again, I can liken that to, the very first building that I bought. It was only 8,000 square feet. I put everything I had into it. I took a second out on my house. Like I really put everything I had into it. And I remember being so anxiety ridden that I would fail and lose it, that when I did it, it almost messed with me mentally and emotionally. Like it almost tanked me. But I learned from that moment, okay, if this is the worst that can happen to me, I'm going to keep focused on the best. I'm going to get back in there and strive for the best. Today, I sit in 45,000 square feet that I own. So that failure produced this outcome 25 years later in a national organization. So this is the first building, massive learning campus that I'll produce, and I have 4 more. Oh, I think I have 3 more, and I almost just gave myself an extra one. Scratch that. I have 3 more. It's hard work, too. So number 13, my favorite number, my favorite lesson. Don't be afraid to fail, 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 fail again, do it again, do it again, do it again. Let it be your teacher, not your master. It's a good thing. Number 14, everybody may not like you. I know it makes me sad. I don't get it. I feel like I'm a nice person doing a great thing with my business. Do you know that there are people that do not like me? I'm like, what am I doing wrong? Like, why don't you like me? Is this not cool? The fact of the matter is, it's okay if you're not everybody's cup of tea. There are people that just will not like you. Yeah, I think sometimes people get a little jealous. I don't always recognize it. My staff has to point it out to me. But when you start your business, and especially if it starts evolving and you start experiencing the success of your efforts, there's a likelihood that everybody just won't like you. And there are people that will respect you. There are people that will appreciate you. There are people that will absolutely love and support you. But then there are people that will not. And that's okay. I figure like this, there's 7 billion, 8 billion people on the planet. I'll shoot for 10%. Everybody don't have to like me. I just want some people to like me. And then I'll just keep doing what I'm doing. And even if there's just one that likes me, you know what that tells me? At least I'm doing something right, that one person likes me. But that's something people didn't tell me. I thought when I started my company, everybody was going to love my product. It was going to be great. And I was going to make tons of money, help tons of people. And it was going to be fabulous. And that's not the case. Everybody won't like your product. Everybody won't want your product. Everybody won't like your service. Everybody won't need your service. That's okay. Stay the course. Keep doing what you do. Keep working your vision, working your plan, working your idea. I promise there's somebody out there who's going to be like, I love you. And just keep doing your best to serve them. All right, number 15. Jealousy is a real thing. Listen, nobody told me this stuff, okay? I know, like, when kids get jealous and they want another kid's toy, what I didn't know is that someone would deliberately do something unkind to sabotage the success of your business because of how they feel about your power and your strength and your quality product. They will do things to sabotage because they are jealous. Listen to me. I say this all the time, there's a shortage in the world of people who can think. I'm going to say this again. There's a shortage in the world of people who can think. They might have money, but they don't have creativity. They might have resources or a good family, or they might come from excess, but they don't have ideas. If you're one of those people and you're starting your business and you can think, there are people that are just going to be jealous of you. So know that going into this, that's a likelihood. And it's a likelihood because you could think, because you got ideas and you're acting on them. So what I've had to practice in the past is when those sorts of people present themselves, I make sure that they're not in close proximity of me, because I so want to help people. I so want to support people that I won't even help them while they're angry with me. And so my staff has grown to be very good about being a protective layer around me, because I'll just give, love, support, help. Where if there are people that are in proximity of you that don't necessarily prefer you, then they become saboteurs of everything that you're trying to build. So one, the important thing is that you know that this is a potential. Number two, develop the ability to recognize it. And number three, once you see it, do whatever you got to do to keep your circle clean and pure of it, because it's been a stumbling block for me over the past 30 plus years of doing businesses. I think everybody wants, love and support and camaraderie in business. And that's just not the case. Some people they want what you have. And so remember, there's a shortage in the world of people who can think. You're a thinker, you're a doer, you're an idea person. You have to protect that by protecting the access or the proximity of people around you, particularly those that are jealous of you, which simply means they want what you have.